I could have swore there was a cow in there. I had full expectations on starting this video panning over the beautiful Flint Hills of Kansas with a cow grazing in the background, truck not running, and nothing but silence. But it's 90 degrees out. I'm not shutting my truck off. Opie even looked at me and he's like, "Dad, where are you going?" And I said, "I'm gonna go look at the cow. I want to record the cow." You know the cow we seen earlier? He said, "You're weird." I said, "Whatever, man." So there's no cow now. Alright, where are we at? We're off Interstate 70 at this place called the Flint Hills, the Plaza, Flint Hills Plaza. We're in Kansas, heading for Dodge City. There's no cow. It's 90 degrees. Don't worry about first, last in the fuel island. There ain't anybody here. Parked it in the shade. Maybe it'll cool down a little bit in there. Alma Creamery. Alma since 1946. We were at the exit. We were leaving this place. I looked over and I seen Alma Creamery. Doesn't that mean homemade ice cream? Or is that just like a cheese thing? I'm hoping for homemade ice cream. That could seriously be the breakfast of champions right there. Actually, it'd be supper. Yeah, it'd be supper. Plus, there's a cow. I swear there's a cow. Holy mother load. It's cheese. It's not ice cream, it's cheese. I should have known that. But we just got back from Wisconsin. I'm all cheesed out. I don't need any more cheese. But I would like me some fried pie. I've never had a Kansas fried pie. I'm curious how it's gonna go. Usually fried pie is more of a southern thing. I'm gonna try their fried pies. Chocolate milk too. Don't forget about the chocolate milk and cows. That was a good pie. A little sweet. But still homemade. It wasn't in a package, you know what I mean? So Kansas, you make some good pie. Okay, we got probably, I don't know, 200 and some miles to go. We'll get there, it'll be dark, we'll grab our trailer, and we'll start heading for Dakota City, Nebraska. rest area. No, we're not. Where are we? We're at a gas station off of Interstate 70. Just about to get onto 2 lanes right now. So I figured it'd be a good time to let the German run around a little bit. Make a couple sandwiches. Those sandwiches are worth crying about right now. They truly are. I was talking to Alice from that YouTube channel, Trucking Together. She stopped by Casey's. She stopped by a Casey's. She goes, they trick you. They make that pizza look good. I go, I know. The pizza looks good, but it's the most disgusting pizza you ever eat. Yes, okay. I eat it because, well, there's 5 million Casey's all around me. Then she sent me a picture of what she made in her truck last night. I think there were lemons on the side, and I was like, don't like that. Steak. It looked like beef tips. I'm like, well, I'm about to make 2 ham sandwiches. Does that make you jealous? It should. So I have to share some of my ham sandwiches with him. We got about 136 miles to go. We should be there right when it's dark. No, it's fall now. It gets dark early. We're actually going to be there and it's going to be dark. Days like today, it's incredibly hard to get anything done. He's back there. Incredibly hard to get anything done. I was doing so good, guys. Somebody could have gotten into my truck. Sounded low. Somebody could have gotten into my truck and been like, Schmidt, your truck's looking kind of dirty. Come on, Ope. That's how good I was doing. I'm right back to it. You're probably thinking, well, why do you want a dirty truck? I don't want a dirty truck. But I take it one step too far when I clean a truck. Instead of cleaning it and saying, man, that looks good, I clean it and go, it could be better. I swear, if I could carry a shampoo or a steamer, there you go, a steamer in my truck with me, I'd be steaming that wood floor all the time. I'd be steaming all the panels. So when I say you can, just feels like it just takes a long time to get anything done today, it's because every time I stop, I gotta spend an hour cleaning. It's not really that dirty. Right now I'm pulling everything back out of the closets and I'm getting all the hair out of them while vacuuming the floor as well. And then it's not an hour stop, it's just a little bit longer. That was really weird. Well, these lights are looking white, but the lights when we were coming into town through the camera, they were looking green, but they were white other than those blue ones. Now I know the blue ones are faulty LED lights, if I remember somebody telling me right, but the green shade to the lights earlier, I don't know what that was all about. Larned. I'm gonna call it Larned. Welcome to Cowtown, Kansas, Dodge City, Kansas. And I decided I'm gonna stop calling Dodge City, Kansas Stinky Town. It's what my kids used to call it every time we'd come here in the truck because of, well, right there where we're gonna pick up our load. And then there's another one out there, packing plants. And you mix it with this oil refinery right here. This town can get a good ripeness to it. But I've kind of decided you can't really blame a town. But you can't name a town because of this kind of stuff. I really want to go to the downtown Dodge City sometime. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Bat Masterson. Those are just some names that made Dodge City, Kansas famous. I think Wyatt Earp was only here for about 3 years, but he still made it famous. I think it was 3 years. And you history buffs out there know more than I do on that. We're gonna go to that beacon after we get done, get our first wash done and out of the way. You guys want to know a fun fact? At least according to the history books. If you guys only watch the movies, like the Wyatt Earp movies, which are great movies, I love them. But they portray Doc Holliday as some bad to the bone gambler who's a gunslinger and kills everything that moves. Contrary, he was a pretty nice guy, smart aleck, but he was a dentist. That's right. He actually did volunteer work down in Mexico for Hispanic children that did not have dental or did not have the money to get stuff fixed. The goal in this situation is just flat out not to die. Holy smokes. 100 miles an hour, man. I'm gonna get back in the truck. All right, if you guys see it, we're looking for trailer 5339. I think that's what we're looking for. 5339. Keep your eyes open now. Look real fast. Do you see it? I never get lucky. It's never in the front row. It's a little dusty. It's a tad dusty. Like I was saying, Doc Holliday, nah, he was a bad to the bone guy. But he was a dentist. His actually first job as a dentist right out of college was in St. Louis. And I was thinking, man, that's not too far from me. That's pretty cool. St. Louis is like 10 hours from me. He looks ready to go. I'm gonna give it about another 10 minutes, then we're hit the road. Just kind of standing around, relaxing a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna swing over to the truck wash or not. I'm trying to decide which way the wind is out of. If all that dust is gonna blow towards the truck wash, there's no need in going over there. But the more I look at it, it's kind of blowing out of the east, which would be kind of weird. The German said, you know, Dad, it's like your tradition. We come here, we need to get some beef jerky. I wasn't gonna. He talked me into it. That town over there that you're looking at is Salina, Kansas. Salina. It's Salina. I used to call it Salina back in the day, but it's Salina. We're on an off-ramp. Right off Interstate 70. We're just gonna take a quick little cat nap. Short one. Not really that tired. Just very, very bored. The lanes were starting to merge together. So we're gonna climb up here on this nice comfy bed and take just a little cat nap quick. From one extreme to the other, We started this video, it was what, 90 degrees? It's 38 degrees right now. I was in shorts. I am now in blue jeans. I don't have a coat in the truck. I have a vest. But never mind the coolness, the crispness in the air, the crispness in the air. Never mind any of it. There's more important things to worry about at this time and moment. I have biscuits and gravy. It's not near as good as Sparky's biscuits and gravy. It looks like 2 biscuits with a couple little sprinkles of something on it, but it's considered biscuits and gravy. I have biscuits and gravy. It's mine. I'm not sharing them, man. I love you, but I like my biscuits and gravy. Those puppy dog eyes will melt your heart every single time. But the biscuits and gravy were good, and I'm not going to apologize for not sharing an ounce of it. No matter how much he looks at me with those evil eyes. Alright, so we just will address the elephant in the room. The nap went long. The nap went really long. We got comfortable, we got cozy, and we took a nice nap. I guess I needed that nap because, well, if you need it, you're going to stay on it. Right now, we're 200 miles from Dakota City, Nebraska, where we're going to drop this load off. I don't think I told you guys what the weights were. We're sitting right at 35,000 pounds of beef trimmings, so we're nice and light. It feels really nice to actually have a light load under the truck. That's about it. So we're going to continue our journey now. Trying to decide if I should be concerned. 409. It was like 429 yesterday. That's a pretty big drop. We'll go with it. That's pretty cool. 409. I'd take that all day long. No one said anything about it dropping. He's still mad at me about the biscuits and gravy. And then, yeah, let's just go with that. He's still mad at me about the biscuits and gravy. I talked to the manager in there a little bit because I get fuel here quite a bit, so I know her. And she was informing me that she has no clue why it went down. It's a corporate thing. They hit a button on a computer and it goes down without them even knowing it. But she goes, Wednesday, it started going down. I'm like, wow. No one else. She goes, what is everyone else? And I go, everyone else is still 429 around the area. I don't know really what's going on. I like it. I'm not going to complain, and I will take it all day long. Keep going down, fuel prices. Keep going down. Just make sure your rates don't go down with it. You see a lot of times with like fuel, if it goes up, it will take shippers sometimes. I don't know what that squeak is. You're just going to have to ignore it. It will take shippers sometimes a couple weeks before they bring their rates up to match it. And sometimes the fuel surcharge jumps up with it, but most of the time it takes a while to get there. But when that fuel price comes down, especially this dramatic, it'll take them days. Like, I will book a load today, and for that load, it will still be what I booked it for, but 2 days later, after I take another one of those, it'll be down. The rates will change that quick when fuel comes down, but they take forever to change when the fuel goes up. But this is a light at the end of the tunnel to actually see fuel prices come down for the first time in months. I can't remember the last time I seen diesels drop down to 409. It's been a long time. Sometimes you got to consider where you're at. If the landing gear doesn't go down right into those yellow marks, some places you're like, oh, I should probably straighten it up. Then sometimes you're at a packing plant and you're like, no, I'm not going to worry about that. Back under it and it felt loaded. It's not loaded, but I had to get out and check. We're going to drag an empty one back up to the yard. Save somebody a trip from coming down here. I have to, I'm caught. I can't talk and do things at the same time. You guys already know that though, don't you? go first. You go first. Hey, Dad, you go first. No, you go first. Fine, I'll go first. Let me through. Thank you. Come on. We've only been here 5 million times. Yeah, this is the way. Come with me, my friend. Come with me. This is the way to the greener grass. Okay, Dodge City. Wait, no, where did we start? Alma? I'm pretty sure that was Alma, Kansas. Dodge City, Kansas. Dakota City, Nebraska. Sioux City, Iowa. Alright, this is it for the trucking side of the video. If you want to stick around and see our little garage update, go ahead and stick around. It's come a long ways. And then I just got the word today that Dad has got the breaker box in and the city boys were there hooking electricity up to it. Pretty cool. Alright, if you're leaving, bye. Thank you for watching and you have yourself a good day. If you're sticking around, we're at the garage now. Not yet. I mean, we got 50 miles to go. Then we'll be at the garage. Okay? I was going to do one of those quick, boom, we're there, we're in the garage. I don't do anything quick though. Oh, there's the manager. How you doing, Mother?
Watching over you.
Those are some nice bright blue leggings you're wearing.
At least they don't got Mickey Mouse on them.
Or your pajamas.
Yeah.
Alright, putting the sensors in for the garage doors. I got those down. Got those wired in. As you can see, the garage is completely insulated now since the last time you guys seen it. All the wires are sticking out. We're just working on the actual wiring portion of it. Dad, you got to trim this right here though too. Like they trimmed the attic door. You got to build trim. You got a big work list, old man. One of these days we'll have to tell him about that little mule sitting right there too.
I'm about ready to head to the country though.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up from the bottom.
You just said, why is it coming up from the bottom?
Yeah.
You just said it. You've been working on this for an hour trying to figure out why you can't get power to that. That has nothing to do with me personally.
Who put the one outside?
Well, that was me. But
You failed to tell me that.
no, there's one outside. Then you just said 1 minute ago.
There's coming
Why
up.
is there one coming up from the bottom? Why can't I get this to work?
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's because you got to put them both together right there.
don't touch that one. One's hot.
Well, you got to put them both together though, Dad. Come on.
Communication.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me right here what to do.
I got it. Dead net.
All right, well, shut power off. You got to put an outside plug in.
Yeah.
All right, there's the garage. I told you guys I'd show you the garage. I'll give you a little bit more of an update later on in the week. And I think all we're doing is wiring and painting, and then it's done. And Dad has put trim around that window. Right, Dad?
Sure.
All right, you guys stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time. See, there was a cow.